I'm happy to be here for mm, not to present the disciplinary rules as such, but to interact with you, the senior most grade students of our institution. I hope many of you are not freshers in the campus. And of course, there may be a few or numbers from outside the campus, those who got selected in PG classes. So anyway, first of all, I congratulate all you people for getting into MES Mumbai College for your next step in higher education. So as we are all aware, an educational institution or any type of institution never goes without any rules and regulations. And even the whole world is being regulated and whole world is being governed by different laws and regulations. So being a miniature of the society, campuses are always governed by rules and regulations. At the same time, it is different from institution to institution and from country to country. And of course, the culture of a region determines the rules and regulations. Overall, the rules and regulation doesn't mean to control the students or to put them in a jail-like atmosphere. But these are the things to be governed or to be all the stakeholders of education, especially higher education in our institution. At the same time, we should keep in mind that we have defined our rules and regulations in a way that does not make you much hassle and does not make you much struggling in the campus. And being the PG students of the campus, I hope and I believe that you would be the most matured students in the campus. Of course, we do have postgraduate, I mean, your seniors and research scholars in our campus. But at the same time, shifting from the graduation level into the post-graduation level, all the stakeholders, your teachers, your parents, and our other collaborators or our, what you can say, our alumni members are expecting a matured behavior, matured approach from your side. So this is my introduction. And the motto what we are proposing with our rules and regulations or the code of conduct as such we used to call it as, it is that is be self-disciplined. What it is, I hope you are all, I'm audible and you are listening to my words. Hello, my dear students.
Hello.
You can unmute your audio if needed for interaction, and possibly you can also unmute your video too. So I gave you one idea, that is our motto of the discipline rules and regulations of MES Mumbai College is nothing other than be self-disciplined. How do you perceive this concept? What is your comment on this? Do you have any comment? We have less time. We say today is Friday too, and now it is 11:30. Please come up with some probing questions or some interactions. I'm seeing many of the names. Mufida, then Reha Rahim. So what do you say? Are you ready to be self-disciplined in the campus? Dear friends, if you are not in an interactive mood, I should finish it very shortly. You may be waiting for that. But we should convey the minimum messages of the discipline and the discipline rules of our campus. I hope you are with me and the team of our MES Mabad College, whole faculty and NTS, non-teaching staff, and others. So my request is to this young and energetic and more, I hope most matured students that come to the campus with a self-disciplined way of approach. Okay?
Yeah.
Shabib?
Yes, sir.
Are you comfortable with my idea?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Shabib. So this is the overall thing what I want to convey with you. Don't be afraid, because many of you had 3 years of having 3 years of experience in the campus. So at the same time, we should keep another thing with us. That is, being the seniors, you are expected to get respect from your juniors, isn't it? Are you expecting love, affection, overall respect from your juniors? Are you expecting? Yeah, right now, what's your comment? Are you expecting respect from your juniors? No response. See, until and unless you give your respect to your youngsters, they won't give you back respect, or they won't respect you at all. Respect is never given unless and until they are respected. The juniors. So the relationship, the cordial relationship between the students, the junior, senior, is a very essential one to maintain a very cordial and very conducive atmosphere in the campus. And we are for that. I expect that you will be you are avoiding all these, or you are following all these type of things in our campus. If any comments, you can have a discussion on these two aspects. Please. Nothing. So I am just giving you, showing you presentation, sharing my presentation. Actually, what is the timing of our campus at present? What you have understood? Mufida, I hope you are getting me. Ranna, then Shahana. No. What is the actual timing of our campus right now? Can
Sir,
anyone?
morning
8:30
to 1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m. Correct. Thank you. See, 8:30 to 1:30, because we have shifted from the old practice of 9:30 to 3:30 to 8:30 to 1:30. And after that, being the PG students, you have some liberty because of your work and other things, engagements. But everything should be done with the consent of your tutor, your HOD, and of course, our principal. And you should be responsible to all your teachers. So they keep the timing. And as you are aware that in the campus, ID card is a mandatory. ID card is a mandatory, and without ID card, you won't be able to avail the facilities, services offered by the college in the office or in other places. So I request you all to come with your ID cards without fail. Okay. So with regard to other aspects, because many things are very familiar with you, and some, I hope are you getting my presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the thing is that class hours and form, not need to say about the formal dressing, because you are all matured, and hope you will be coming with all maturity in your dressing and all your appearances. And of course, I don't believe even that the students in the PG level are coming with some other interest. But in some campuses, there are few instances where the students used to join for PG courses for their political activism in the campus. But remember that in our campus, as such, the political activism is strictly banned. That doesn't mean we are against politics. But at the same time, the right of a person, right of a student to study, if the political parties or whatever we call the student organizations, if they have the right to protest, it is there. But at the same time, they have no right to distract the teaching learning process. I hope I am clear.
Yes.
The idea behind it is that the one who have the right for protest, at the same time, others also, or others too have their own right to learn. So there is no question of distracting or destroying or disturbing the whole teaching learning process in the campus. So I never believe, I never hope that the students from PG students will be part of this activity. So this is my humble request. Engage your time with your in the productive way, engaging different activities connected with teaching learning and other extracurricular activities. Okay. There are many orders behind these things that are related to the campus politics. And illegal organization or illegal conducting of meetings in the campus is also, it's banned, or it's not permitted actually. So principal, as you know, the discipline committee is there, teachers are there, we are all mutually responsible. Not you only responsible, but at the same time, we are all mutually responsible. So the principal is the ultimate authority, and there may be chances while if somebody found engaged in or indulged in with illegal or indisciplinary activities, the TC of that such persons may be given without request. മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? No need of any request from the student if the principal found him guilty of some crime or violating the disciplinary rules in a severe way. So this is another point I need to convey with you. If anybody have any query, you can raise your, you can unmute and interact with me. Okay. So likewise, the punishments, I told you the cancellation of attendance, withholding the term certificate, forfeiture of educational concessions and scholarships, suspension, rustication, etc. and etc. And maybe I told you the chance of giving the TC with some remarks like satisfactory and also not and bad, not good. Okay. So this is the thing. And these things are not for you, and so regarding the vehicles, keep your vehicles outside and the areas were specifically marked for parking student vehicles. But I am so much confident that you won't come with any destructive activity. But I remind you that damaging the college property invites serious actions. Fine, of course, some other things, and if you know, it would come under the purview of the Destruction of the Public Property Act, where there is no bail. So at any cost of or any point of time, don't resort to the destruction of the property of the campus. Because you see, the great institution like ours have been, every institutions are brought up with the support of philanthropists, and more than that, the government money, the taxpayers' money, and we are all giving the taxes. We are all the citizens of India, and with this view or with this outset, we should keep in always our mind, protest is not for destruction. Keep your resort to the protection in the way of Gandhian methods. I do suggest that if you have any type of grievances, come with Gandhian form of, first of all, you can approach the principal and the authorities with your delegation and with your representation, and then by step and step, you can go with the other method of style and mode of operandi of your agitation. So don't go for any type of destructive measures or destructive steps, even if it is a part of your protest. See, with regard to mobile phone, in this era of post-COVID, we are not completely against the mobile phones. But in this respect, I should share with you that the usage of mobile phone in the campus, being the mature students, I expect that you won't be going for a selfie in the campus. Because now the trend in the campus, or out, not in our campus, but in across the different campuses, the students are more crazy of taking selfie. Are you much crazy of taking selfie?
Selfie kanalo.
Please. Sorry?
Yes, sir.
Of course, it is the trend of the period time. But at the same time, see, if your people are, we are having 2000 more than 2020 more than, I think the strength. If you are all resorting to taking selfie in the campus, what would be the appearance, or would be the atmosphere in the campus? So that is not to be promoted. I should say that's not to be promoted, but at the same time, getting a selfie and setting a photograph within the campus is very much needed. But you have your own time. Some programs or some type of, sometimes in holidays and sometimes in any part of corner of the department or some, it is all up to the give up to the relationship between your teacher and you. And I should say that mobile phone is completely prohibited as per the existing rule, but due to the post-COVID scenario, we are all forced to use more digital devices, and our students are more using for this mobile phones for their academic purpose. So this is we should demarcate the use of mobile phone, restrict the use of mobile phone. I should say that purposeful use of mobile phone with the consent of your teacher does not invite any action. But at the same time, violating the whole things and coming up with mobile phones in the campus without any consideration of the against the situation, definitely it would invite punishment. So minimum idea is that restricted use of mobile phone. At the same time, restricted and purposeful use of mobile phone is the motto, the punchline with regard to the usage of mobile phone in the campus. Do you have any query? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then the other things related, there are many things. Now it is now for 14:09. See, no need of talking about narcotic things and alcoholic drinks. Being the matured students, I appeal and I request you all to be part of anti-narcotic campaign in the campus. Because the trend in the campus, not as such in our campus, but there are few incidents and there are some influences of these alcoholic, not drinks, we cannot say drinks, but narcotics in the campus. So I should request you that you should be a part of the team within the campus. That doesn't mean that we are all forming like a police mechanism, nothing like that. You should volunteer yourself to fight against the narcotic drugs. Because if you can, so you can save a person from the clutches of these narcotic drugs, it would be one of the best and most appreciable act from your side for the welfare of the community and welfare of the society. So you see, the idea is that we are all in a society, and the whole society is what we call, the society is in a condition where the people are more and more addicting to the different types of drugs and narcotics. And even we are unable to recognize which are the things they are using. So you, the students living in the campus, are the most helpful people to identify the persons, identify the carriers in the campus, and to bring them to the right path. We are not going to punish them. We are not going to punish them. You can give a message, you can give me a WhatsApp, you can give WhatsApp to your tutors, principal, and all other faculty members, informing them. That means the one who is most close with you, teachers, among the teachers. Giving information about such and such students are using the drugs frequently in the campus, or even not frequently, they are, because there some of them may be carriers. So I request you all to be part of the anti-narcotic campaign in the campus. We should keep our campus zero narcotic. stress. Okay, so smoking, you see, people used to say, oh, smoking is not a matter, but you see, smoking leads to the usage of drugs. That's the problem with this smoking. And also, of course, there are many things, many disasters, many cancers. It is a carcinogenic, no doubt. So that is my idea with this. And the next aspect is that, see, DJ programs and other things are not permitted. Even I should say birthday parties. Nowadays, the trend is that people are getting into the birthday party, celebrating the birthday party in a way that is totally antisocial, totally inhuman, barbaric. We should say barbaric. I had an experience on 25th of this month in front of our gate. And I do have the video took by me. If you see that video, I don't know how these people are behaving. See, there, the people are tied two students in a tree, and they are showering the oils, muddy water, then these powders, and even some of them are beating, and even some of them these dirty things, everything, very fleshy dirty things are throwing on these two students, and it will took at least 15-20 more than 20 minutes. See, we are not sure if something happens in between while going on this. You see, there have been many instances. We will not recognize the ongoing behavior. That means the physical changes in that person at the time of this type of birthday parties. So I request you all not to come up with birthday parties to the campus. And of course, not to do that type of parties in nowhere, inside or outside or anywhere in the society. You see, that very barbaric form of birthday party. I should ask one question. Do you beat? Do you throw powders? Do you throw dirty things on your kith and kins while celebrating your birthday? ആരെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുന്നത് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? സ്വന്തം കുടുംബത്തിലെ എവിടെങ്കിലും ഏതെങ്കിലും പാർട്ടിയിൽ വീടിനകത്ത് നമ്മൾ ആരെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യാറുണ്ടോ? ഒരു ബർത്ത്ഡേ പാർട്ടിയുടെ പേരിൽ കുടുംബത്തിലെ ബർത്ത്ഡേ ഉള്ള കുട്ടിയുടെ പേരിൽ ഇതുവരെ ചെയ്യാത്ത രീതിയിലുള്ള ക്രൂരമായ പീഡനങ്ങൾ ആരെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യാറുണ്ടോ? I didn't see anywhere. I hope you didn't see. You cannot see anywhere in the social surroundings. But it can be seen in the campuses. We had two experiences, that's on 25th and on 26th. And we are taking serious actions against these type of activities. And don't come with cakes inside the campus to celebrate your birthdays, because celebrating the birthday in this form will hurt your fellow students, because they won't be able to celebrate the birthday in a way that you are celebrating. They will be not that much of wealthy. So it is because, you see, that was the reason behind the introduction of uniforms. Likewise, I should say that please don't come with any type of programs of celebrating birthday party in the campus, and please don't indulge in antisocial and barbaric form of birthday celebrations. Okay? Any comment ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പറയാട്ടോ, ഞാൻ നിർത്തുന്നു. No comment. Okay, I think you are conceived my idea. Then another important thing, that's ragging. See, don't go for any type of ragging. No need of interpreting what is ragging, because you have passed UG and many of you might have suffered or maybe part of ragging. But any non-verbal form of harassment to any students, especially juniors, comes under the purview of ragging. So there are many the helpline UGC numbers are there. Our convenience number is there. You can have a call if needed. Otherwise, you can register to the website email of UGC MHRD. Okay. Toll-free number is also available, but you see, it is a very serious crime. There is no bail, and those who had experienced, it is also, I should say, one of the most barbaric form of harassment. Okay. So this is my, I think I should wind up right now. So regarding attendance and leave, I think it would be completely discussed in your departmental introduction program, induction program, or introduction. It is your interaction with your teachers. So everything now I am winding up my presentation. Those who are staying in hostels, as you know, the hostel is governed by certain hostel rules and regulations. It would be available there, and many of you are familiar with the type of rules. So thank you for listening me.